Hello, y'all. Bob here for a Tuesday Night Live Network Productions. It's Monday, and welcome to Bob and Phineas. That's right, I said Bob and Phineas. Most of you should know by now that we rebranded. Randall Santa Checker Lee has hung up the reins to his slate. He's packed away his suit. He put away his magic wand, uh, give up magic and everything. He's been a busy man, but he had other things to do, and so he's kind of stepped away from entertaining. He's been entertaining since he was like 14, and that's a lifetime of entertainment. Worked almost every day of the week, as I mentioned in the past seasons. That he's one of the hardest working men in the industry. So we want to introduce, and most of you may know Phineas, of course, already. He was with us last year, and he will be filling in as the co host with me each week here on Mondays. And we are Bob and Phineas. Say hi, Phineas.
Hi, Phineas. Hey, Bob. Hi, everybody. Yeah, when Randall announced his retirement, it was very bittersweet for us because we're happy that he's going to be taking some time for himself and just determining what his next steps are. But at the same time, we're going to miss him. He's left some pretty darn big boots for this little old elf to fill. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with y'all on Monday afternoons. So great to be here, and looking forward to seeing what the coming season will bring for us.
Just got to say, at the end of last season, we didn't realize that Randy was going to end up retiring. He something that he thought hard about through the Christmas season, and called me right after Christmas to let me know that he was going to hang everything up. And Phineas could not commit to a full season with us this last year, and he and I got together down in San Antonio at the Cornerstones that we had last month actually, and talked. And he says, "You know what?" He says, "I can make it. We can do a whole season." So, Bob and Phineas, we are here. We're glad to have everyone joining us today. It's been a minute since we was on. Heck,
Yeah,
seems
and
like it's been a whole lifetime since we were on, to be honest with you. It seems like the off season was like just forever this time around.
it's been over 4 months actually, Bob. So I mean,
Yeah,
we
it
stopped at
has.
the beginning of November, and judging by the comments happening in both Facebook and on YouTube, it looks like people have missed the show. So
They have. They
I
sure
hope you
have.
live up to expectations.
You know what? I think at this time, let's just go ahead and tell folks that we got a very special guest joining us today. Someone who is very near and dear to all of us, and we want to bring him in at this moment.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Randall.
Great to see everyone. Hi,
How
Hey,
are
Karen.
you,
Randall.
brother?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Yeah, it's me. I showed up the first show. I just had to say hi to everybody and thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for letting me be a part of Bob's show for the past 3, 4 years. And now uh, Phineas taking over. It's going to be an amazing year for you guys. Guys, so much knowledge, so much talent, so much care you guys give. So shoes, I may have a big foot, Phineas, but you'll fill it without a doubt. And we know Bob and his heart and his experience. So, man, the show will be just fantastic. I'm just so thankful that I had a part of it for so many years. I really am. Apologize for the noise in the background. Sorry. I'm at the new house. They're working on it. Sorry.
Don't tell everyone, you're not in your normal settings, and that was part of your need for stepping away. Was you have moved again, and uh, the house that you're moving into has got some renovations going on, and that's the noise you hear in the background, as Randy mentioned. Randy, we just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for everything that you
Thank
gave to
you.
TNL, uh, to the Monday Show. The Monday Show kind of thrown me for a loop. It's season 4, but it's really season 5, and I know that's confusing because when we rebranded after Barry left, instead of just carrying on to season 2, we started over season 1, and that kind of
But
made things a little bit out of kilter with the Tuesday show because it'll be season 5 for it tomorrow night. But you've been with us for 3 years, and we appreciate everything. And as I told you, you always have a seat at this table, and you're always welcome to drop in anytime you
well,
want to.
that's so
And if
sweet.
and when you get caught up on all the things that you need to do, you can always come back in and join us, and we'll rebrand and go right back and pick up where we left off. So,
I'll let you know once I get this done this morning. I got the old stuff, the cardiologist again this morning, so they're got some choices what they're going to do next with the next valve. So that's keep me from doing a lot of stuff too. So
well, let's kind of bring everyone up to par since you mentioned that. Randy's been having trouble with his heart for a while. As you know, he had heart surgery. Been over a year and a half?
yeah, a little over a year now. It's been open heart surgery and
And
had another valve that kind of is messing up. It's causing me problems. So
that's
gonna
one
have
of
to
the
have surgery
reasons.
on that somehow. There are a couple choices, and we'll see what they do first.
So, well, we wish you all the luck in the world, buddy. We're always
Thank you,
praying
man.
for you. We love you. And
Love you guys.
we're going to go ahead and let you get back to what you were doing. We just want to thank you again from the bottom of our
Thank you,
heart. I know
Randall.
Phineas appreciates you. I appreciate you. And there's someone else over here that wants to say hi to you. Angela?
Hi, Angela. Miss you, sweet. Hi. Great to see that smile.
Well, and stand up for just a second, Angela. She's lost 30 pounds? 40 pounds
Congratulations.
since last season.
Fantastic. Wow, he's real proud of you. So that's fantastic.
She's been working really
Amazing.
hard and looking slim and trim and working out and walking and doing
That's
all the
not
things to get
easy.
herself in a healthy mode. So,
Yeah, that's not easy. Fantastic. Congratulations. So cool. So cool. You
all right,
guys
Randy.
again, you're just amazing people. More than I could ever thank you enough for being a part of this
Well,
and everything else. Thank you.
e- even
And
though
everybody
we
else
took
that's
you
watching
out of the
too. Thank you.
branding, even though we took you out of the branding for all the TNL stuff, that doesn't mean that you're not still part of this family because you have and you will always be. And again, hopefully, we'll keep praying for you. Things will get better and you'll join back in here on a future date. So
All right.
we'll check back in with you sometime down the street here.
Thank you guys. Stay safe.
Thanks,
And
Randy.
of course, always stay healthy. Stay magical. See you soon.
Bye,
See you
brother.
soon,
Love you.
Randall. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Enjoy the show. It'll be fantastic. Don't miss an episode. And Tuesday night starts tomorrow with Chef. Can you believe that Chef McBride tomorrow night? McMullen tomorrow night? Chef
Oh,
McMullen.
well, tomorrow night. Yep.
McBride. Sorry, he's a magician. Sorry. Angela kick me out in a second here.
She's got you. Bye, brother.
Bye, guys. See you later.
All right, Phineas. That was a great surprise.
Yes, yeah.
We reached out a couple of times to Randy since Christmas to check on him, make sure he's doing okay, and Phineas and myself spoke the other day about how nice it would be to have him come on the show. For one, that he's still kicking and still doing good, and he looks really good. He's been through a lot in the last 3 years, and
Yep. A lot of life and a lot of living and
yeah,
a lot of changes happening. So,
yeah,
so
that's for certain. That's
yep.
for certain. All right, well, let's kind of go ahead and roll into the show here. And, we've always started off, we might as well just stick to tradition. I can look over here and tell you it's 66 degrees and very overcast and cloudy here. And from 3 o'clock, which we're just past the 3 o'clock hour here Central Time, we've got a chance for some severe to extreme storms this afternoon. So spring is here. As far as the weather is concerned, this is our danger season for the next couple of months when uh, volatile weather can pop up at any moment. But we got a chance for 100% chance for rain tonight and thunderstorms. So how's it
Yep.
up there in Canada where you're at, Phineas?
It's about 28 degrees and sunny here. It's quite a bit colder. We still have quite a good ground cover of snow here. However, we're expecting a big rainfall starting on Wednesday. So we've actually got a storm watch coming for Wednesday. So
Well,
but
and I'll tell you what, we were 82 or 83 just 2 days ago. We had a cool front move through yesterday, but we've already broken that 80-degree mark a couple of times this year. And speaking of, want to jump back to San Antonio back in February, we've got quite a few folks on here that was there at the Cornerstones.
Yes, indeed.
And they had snow down there in San Antonio the week before we got there, and the forecast didn't look good. It looked like rain and cold and windy. And boy, I tell you what, the Mother Nature blessed us. Friday afternoon, it started clearing up. Saturday, it cleared up and was in the upper 70s, I think, when we left to go down to the Riverwalk to ride the boats and eat. And just couldn't ask for better weather. The last 2 years, we were blessed.
Yep.
So, you just never know. Like I said, weather changes so quick down here in the South.
Yep. We had a gorgeous sunset cruise on the river in
Sure
downtown
did.
San Antonio. And then we went our own separate ways and went for lovely meals along the Riverwalk, and
Yeah.
everybody enjoyed the beautiful scenery and the wonderful food. So yeah, it was a great time,
Yeah.
and definitely lucked out with the weather, because when I wandered through San Antonio the day before Cornerstone started, it was in the low 50s and raining. So
It was, like I said, we wasn't sure we was going to get the boat ride in. Of
mhm.
course, we were going to take our umbrellas, do our best, but you just you never know with weather. It changes so quick down here this time of year.
Yep.
All right, are you ready to let's jump into some something burger and see what our hot topic has for us today? We've got a great bunch of folks joining us, and I'm sure they're eager to kind of get started here. And we've got a good question for them today. Some stuff that Phineas wants to talk about. So let's
Yep.
go ahead and roll into this with the roll-in video, and we'll be right back. All right, so this was a topic that Phineas wanted to cover today, and I actually made the question out. Hopefully, he can read it. I've mentioned many a times the way I think and talk is different from other folks, especially around the different parts of the country. So give it your best shot, Phineas.
Okay, I'll try to say it without the Canadian accent too. So each year, when the new year is rung in, many folks make New Year's resolutions. But as a Claus or Christmas performer, what New Year's resolution have you made, and are you successful in implementing them? And do you keep track, or do you end up in dropping them? So, as a Claus or Christmas performer, do you make a New Year's resolution? And if so, are you able to keep it throughout the year?
You know, for years and years and years, as a average Joe, I've made resolutions, and I think I like a lot of people. You have good intentions when you make them. A lot of times, for many of us, I know it's getting healthy, as Angela has, and she stuck with it. She's done good, but I'd go good for a couple of months, and then I fall right back into my bad habits. So, but as Claus performer, I think we all just want to learn and improve and better ourselves and be able to serve the children and the adults, the publics, the family that we're out there serving each year, and just do a better job, put smiles on people's faces and warm their hearts. I think most of us do a pretty good job of following through with that one. What do you think, Phineas?
I think so as well. Uh, Typically, I joke that I don't try to make resolutions because more often than not, you end up giving them up. Um, but I do try to reset everything with each new year coming. So, but as a performer myself, is that my resolution is just to continue to learn and grow and try something new. So there we go.
All right, I'm going to jump back up here a little bit and pick up some of these comments. We've had a lot coming in even before we asked the question. So a lot of them was towards Randy.
Yep.
Uh, let's see here. AJ wants to know if Phineas got his Claus card from him, from AJ.
Not as of yet, AJ, but the Canadian mail has been a mess. So it could be another week or so. I'll let you know when it does arrive, though.
Santa David Millmine up there in your neck of the woods says, you're in my prayers, Randall. Betsy says, hello, Angela. She was making a few comments in there.
Hmm.
Parker, Scott Parker's with us today. Uh, Scott Serratine says hello to Betsy. A beautiful day in Southern Ontario, David says. Betsy also mentions Cornerstones with a great time. Scott Serratine says, I just love the Tooth Fairy. That's for those who may not know, Betsy is the Tooth Fairy, and she and Phineas and Dr. Bruce and Sean White all did a skit together in San Antonio at Cornerstones. It was a fantastic performance. I applaud all four of you. Such a great job there. Well thought out and well presented. And so that's kind of a reference to the Tooth Fairy.
It looks like AJ has made a New Year's resolution to hopefully attend both School of Santas and North Pole Cornerstones next year. He's definitely attending School of Santas this year, he says. So
Parker says it's 79 in a Hawaii. I'm not there, but it's still 79 there.
Um, somebody said they're having a hard time hearing you.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know if your volume's turned down on your speaker or if it's not up close enough to you.
It may not be up close enough. I had to push it back. I rearranged everything on my setup here. Let me go over to my audio, mic volume. Now tell me, is that any better?
Let me put my headphones on.
I just turned volume way up, so I may be blasting everybody out.
it's a bit better, Bob.
I can go up higher if it's not.
Yeah, go up just a little bit more.
Okay, let me go up some more. How's that?
Is that the same?
Better? Need more.
Need more.
That's all I got right there.
Okay. Okay, everybody's saying it's good now.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, and again, Cornerstones, we tear down everything we got here at the house and carry it down there and set it up for our TNL booth. And I don't know, it's funny how you can unplug something, plug it back in, and not work the same. We were having audio issues down there in San Antonio again, also. But if it's not loud enough, just let me know and I can put my headset on, and it'll definitely blow you out of the. It's loud. Okay, back to the comments. Everett says no real formula resolutions, but just focus, determination of what we want to get accomplished this year and refine in our business and our processes. Good point, Everett. And by the way, Everett and Dana was also in San Antonio with us. It was good to have them
Yep.
down in San Antonio at one time again.
Scott
Scott Sarah, go ahead and read it.
is that his resolution is to have to buy a belly for next season due to his weight loss and getting healthy.
That's right. Scott is also on a weight loss regimen and has lost a lot of weight also. He's a big man, so it's going to take a little while for it to show up drastically, but you can definitely tell that he's on a weight loss program and doing good. Looks like Ernie joining us from New Hampshire today.
Hello,
Hi,
Ernie.
Sue Redloff. She's one of them who said my mic was turned down.
Mm-hmm. Bart Gaffney from Wisconsin has joined us as well. Hello, Bart. Good to see you.
Carl White is with us. Him and his lovely bride was also in San Antonio with us.
He was one of the scholarship winners, was he not?
He was. He sure was. He won the TNL scholarship. That was the one that we did at the end of the season where we draw the name out of the hat, which was always fun. We had a lot of names in the hat this year, of course. And now we're going to talk more towards the end of the show about all the new shows and the existing shows on the TNL platform. And But again, because of more shows, uh, when you win your trivia over there on the other shows, that name also goes into the TNL production hat for the drawing for the scholarship. And we actually gave away 3 scholarships this year, and a fourth came from Mike Hutchins, who was very gracious and giving away one in the name of his late partner, and fantastic. And then, of course, Cornerstones gave away 2 this year, and then TNL gave away 1, so it was a total of 4 scholarships. It's not too bad for a second year school.
Not too bad, not too bad. And I do believe that the scholarship that Mike gave away, I think Paul Anderson is in the audience today. So hello, Paul, and
Paul
hoping you and
was indeed.
Arlene are having a good day. So
Yeah, him and his beautiful bride was in San Antonio with us, of course. Uh, all right, so David Millmine says, plan for New Year's is to learn and upgrade my Santa skills. My elf helps me keep on track with this. Of course, for those who may not know, and I don't know if anybody does or doesn't, but Phineas is David's working partner uh, up there in the Canadian region where they are at.
Bart Gaffney is resolving to finalize his virtual studio from an equipment standpoint, and so he can start creating content for online. So
Yeah, he's another one of those that's into the technology side of things, a lot more advanced in technology than we are, a lot of us. And there's been times he's reached out and gave me some good pointers, and we appreciate that, Bart.
yep,
Okay, looks like everybody's able to hear me now.
yep,
Uh, Kane Smith said he was tuning in late. You guys are back in love.
yep. Billy Green says that he enjoyed a good time at North Pole Cornerstones.
Yeah, we got that Santa on a motorcycle over in Arizona. For those who may not know, him and his beautiful bride was also in San Antonio, and
They were.
we appreciate those guys coming down and joining in. Great turnout this year. We had a very nice vendor room set up. Had 8 vendors total. We had
Mhm.
a whole host of folks who either presented. We had 8 separate presenters plus our 4 core presenters, and then of course the volunteers. And again, thanks to Phineas and the crew that was one of the volunteers who helped set up and also did presentations. And fantastic job all the way around.
I see Jeff McMullen from Wisconsin has joined us. So
Sure has, and we will mention now, but we will mention it again here in a bit. But Jeff is tomorrow night's Tuesday Night Live's season debut, season 5's featured guest. He will be bringing along a vocal coach and guest with him, Tiffany Von Boxtel, and it'll be a fantastic show. Everybody wants to tune in tomorrow night and catch that one. Santa on a motorcycle says he's down 35 pounds over the last year, and I noticed he had lost some weight in San Antonio. He was looking good.
he was definitely looking good. You can tell that retirement's looking good on him too. So
AJ, you got admitted into the hospital. What happened, brother? I didn't hear about that. I've been so busy. I'm sorry.
Bart Gaffney is also looking to get back to getting his American Sign Language training this year as well. So, and looks like Carl comments he really enjoyed his time in San Antonio and North Pole Cornerstones. It was the beginning of his plan to add to his skill set this year, and he's looking forward to Gatlinburg in a few weeks. So,
We are. We've got Gatlinburg coming up at the end of this month. I hope everyone is going. It's going to be the largest event probably of this year, but I know they completely sold out. No more tickets left. No more vendor room left. It's completely sold out all the way around. So it should be 400, maybe 450 plus people
wow.
uh, that's signed up and attending. Plus, of course, vendors and everyone else is going to be there. I think 40 plus vendors. So
Hmm.
it's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be a great time. Deanna Golden is joining us. Of course, she is part of Cornerstones, and
Yes.
it's always good to have her along. She says, "Congrats again on the scholarships. Great to see and meet everyone down there." Did you see the one on for Sue there,
For Sue,
Phineas? Yeah.
Sue is planning to build her business. This is year 2. She has joined a business marketing group to amp up her business. She has coaching and a mentor that she's beginning to work with and building her website. So she's doing some big things this year. She's got big plans, and she did post her new logo this past week, and it looks really good. So she's working on her branding and her online presence. So good for you, Sue. So
Looks like Angela has mentioned to Rick, congratulations on his weight loss journey.
and AJ replied that he's had a reaction to medication. That's how come he was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of them scares back in December myself. Mine was over-the-counter medication interacted with my prescriptions and
Ooh,
had to go to
not
the
good.
emergency room also. So
Mhm.
it can be a scary moment when your medication starts acting up on you.
Yep, indeed, indeed.
All right, Phineas, looks like we got a good response on that one. That was great. Good to see that everyone has made resolutions in their business, in their performance side of things. One of the things that we strive most at Cornerstones is performance. That's what Cornerstones is primarily based off of. We do talk about history and business and the other topics to go with that, but
Mhm.
performance is a big part of it. A new addition this year that we haven't talked much about, Phineas. I just want to mention here real quick while it's on my mind. But the crafting on Saturday night, or excuse me, Friday night, I was just totally over the top over the props that were built from pieces of crafting materials that were laid out on the table, and the backstories
Mhm.
was phenomenal. What was your thoughts on that?
I thought it was a really good way for people to express their creativity and also be able to create a story and a reason for the prop on the fly. So it was a good way to see how they thought and their creativity and how they can make it their own. So it was a really impressive display.
Yeah, and this year that was a new segment. I'm having to readjust here just a bit, folks. Sorry. Uh, that was a new segment that we had added, and it was you know from the beginning, the first day at Cornerstones, we break into groups, breakout sessions, for our breakout sessions, and for different things. So the group that you were part of from Thursday on all the way through the weekend, you stayed with all weekend, and that was a group you get to work with, you get to know. So the crafting was a group uh, exercise this time around. We had tried that the first time, Scott Sheraton and myself, when we were in not San Antonio, I'm sorry, Edmond, Oklahoma, at the Sat Bob's 3-day class that we had up there. But it was individual uh, participation. This time it was group participation, and we were really surprised in Edmond, Oklahoma, how well it turned out. But then you put 5, 6, 7 people together on a assignment, and oh my goodness, it was just crazy. Some of the things they made and came up with.
To explain to Bart's question, basically what happened was every table got um, a set kit of crafting supplies, which included styrofoam balls, um, pipe cleaners, and other stuff. And they had to create a prop and be able to tell a story as to what that prop was about. And it was done as one of our evening engagement activities and was a wonderful way for the teams to work together and get to know each other and play.
Yeah, and it was styrofoam cones, styrofoam blocks, big sets of styrofoam rings.
Yep.
We had skewers like shish kebab skewers, wooden ones. We had popsicle sticks, had ribbon, sorted ribbons, had some micro mini battery operated Christmas strands that you could use. And we put it all on a table and gave each group of folks, I don't remember if it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever we said, to gather up what they wanted. And then they sat down, they had about a half an hour to build the backstory and build the prop, Christmas related. Such a great time. That was Friday night. Along with that, we want to say thank you to Talbot Insurance. He paid for the hot chocolate and the donuts for that night,
Yep.
which was really nice. Thursday night, we had Dr. Bruce and Phineas on the guitar and Dr. Bruce on the keyboards, and we sang Christmas songs serenaded by those folks. And we want to say thank you to santascloset.org for supplying cookies and milk that night.
Yeah,
So-
that was a lovely feast of cookies and milk. So, and it was greatly appreciated that our sponsors sponsored us throughout North Pole Cornerstones as well. So it was a really fun time. Art asked if we have any examples to show. Not immediately available, but they are available on some of the North Pole Cornerstones. I'll see if I can get some pictures and put them on the Tuesday Night Live page for you, Bart.
Deanna did get pictures. She documented the whole weekend. So we have started a alumni, and this is just for folks that have attended Cornerstones the last 2 years, the inaugural, and then round 2 is what we're calling this year. And she started putting together a photo gallery over there on that Facebook group. And there's also a photo gallery on the website at npcornerstones.com.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a few days. Been busy trying to put these shows together. But she had already put up all the graduation pictures
Yep.
from the first year, inaugural season, and this year. So, but that's something that's a work in progress. More pictures will go up. And I know she got pictures of a lot of the props. And she mentions in the comments, the helicopter was awesome. And all the lights. Paul and Arlene's light up phone rocked. But the story with the tree in the forest was tear-jerking worthy. It
Yes.
really was. It was, again, the backstories were unbelievable, but the props and the fact that you can take styrofoam and sticks and ribbon and make a helicopter that lights up, unbelievable.
Yep.
Deanna says invitations are going out for the 2024 sessions too for the alumni page. And because it is a Facebook group, alumni page, she is sending out all the invitations to those who attended. So when you see that invitation, if you wish to join, click on it and come on in. The door's open.
Excellent. Thank you, Deanna.
Marcus is so great. Make us feel bad for not getting to go. Well, sorry. Hey, there's always this next year. Now, we did talk to the hotel before we left. We had a core meeting with the folks there. We went ahead and talked to them about 2026 and got some things set up. We're not ready to announce the dates and stuff on that yet, but that'll be coming soon. So we'll let everyone know when that happens.
Yep.
As we've already started planning, we started the morning after, or the morning that we left, which was Monday morning. We had already started working on 2026. So. Okay, that was fun. That was great. We're running on down into the second half hour. So let's go ahead and move along, Phineas, and we're going to go ahead and play the video for our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Angela Mack here for Bob and Phineas Live, the show about nothing. Season 4 of Bob and Phineas is brought to you by santascloset.org, where you can find all your accessories for the discriminating Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves. Visit Santa Wade's website at santascloset.org today, where they are known for delivering unique, value-packed Santa and Mrs. Claus accessories since opening in 2004. The goal has always been to provide both a superior customer experience at a tremendous value. Their products are fairly priced, and Santa Wade strives to bring many different products to the Claus community. Visit the website and make your next season a truly special one. This is Angela Mack reminding you all to catch our show every Monday at 3 p.m. Central, presented by TNL Network Productions. Thanks for watching. Now let's get back to Bob and Phineas in the TNL studios and today's Monday Santa's Closet Trivia.
All right, Phineas, you wanna cover the trivia?
Okay, so once again, for the trivia, we will need the movie title and the year within which it was released. So we have two Christmas quotes. The first being, "Christmas isn't about candy canes or lights all aglow. It's the hearts that we touch and the care that we show." And once again, we need to know, what is the title of the movie and what year was it released?
That's correct.
And we have a second quote as well.
Mhm.
And the second quote is, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody believed in everybody?" And once again, we need the movie title and the year.
That's correct, and that is for a care package from Santa Wade's santascloset.org, and also your name goes in the hat for that scholarship that we spoke of earlier for NPC 2026 for next February. So we're gonna let you guys work on that for a moment. That's two questions there. Christmas isn't about candy canes or lights all aglow. It's the hearts that we touch and the care that we show. That would be Christmas quote. The first one. Second one, wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody believed in everybody? That would be wonderful. I like
It
that.
would be. It
I
would
like that a
definitely
lot.
be.
I tell you, man, with the world today, I don't know. I shake my head at times. All right, we'll go ahead and let's play our other video promo. Say thank you to Larry Talbot Insurance Services, for his contribution to the TNL platform. We appreciate you very much, sir.
Yes, indeed. Thank you,
Oh,
Larry.
all right, let's go ahead and jump into our Elfin Chatterbox News. I'm going to start this off here. We've kind of been talking about North Pole Cornerstones because that was just the last event we went to a few weeks back. I mentioned round 2 photo gallery is now posted on the website, npcornerstones.com. So go over and check that out. The 2025 session was an experience I will never forget. Our sponsors, volunteers, and guest presenters, along with our core instructors and planning team, was second to none. And I really mean that. I mean, I've been involved with a lot of events, and I tell you that the two that really jump out to me is always School of Santas and NP Cornerstones. And we appreciate everything everyone does to help us out there. Thank you all, but especially our attendees, for choosing NPC 2025. Fantastic crowd this year. We had great people. Everyone was into it. The participation was over the top. As I mentioned a moment ago, new Facebook private group just for NPC alumni. If you attended either of our first 2 sessions, you will be receiving a invitation from Deanna to join. Go over there and post photos, leave comments, converse with other attendees about your experience. NPC has become a vibrant community that embodies the spirit of one big supportive family, a real family connection. And that is so true. I think that's the one thing that for 2 years that I've heard out of everyone that attended was how close everyone gets, and the sense of family and the ties and friendships that you make and how those carry all year long.
Now, I see Bart has asked if there's been any discussion about virtual attendance, like streaming live conventions like North Pole Cornerstones. And this is where I'm going to say, Bart, North Pole Cornerstones is more of an experiential thing. It is about getting up and doing stuff and demonstrating the concepts that you're learning. So it's very much, you are there as a participant. You're not there just attending a conference and learning. You are actually participating and interacting with your fellow students and the teachers. So it really would be lost if it was just streamed live, unfortunately. So
Yeah, it's an interactive, uh, no death by PowerPoint. We have very little. We do have PowerPoint slides that we pop up, but they're very minimal. Just to the bare point. Our lectures are to the bare minimum. There was a couple of the topics that was covered pretty well. Jim Langley in Oklahoma kicked the weekend off with the history of St. Nicholas and then into Santa Claus, and Dr. Bruce and Phineas came along behind that and filled in. And uh, I mean, that was probably the longest lecture of the whole weekend, was that first one.
yep,
Uh, Jim's segment went, I don't know, what would you say, Phineas, an hour and a half maybe?
it was definitely long.
It was the longest. Most of the others are held to 30 minutes, 45 minutes, segment to segment. But
But
again, the core team has talked about in the future, and of course we just got through our second second session. So in the near future, that's something that we've talked about and we'll look into, Bart. But again, as Phineas has mentioned, it's kind of one of those deals where you can take a lot away from it virtually, but the real experience is being a part of it. So
yeah, it is definitely something that you participate in. It is interactive. You get to work with the instructors. You get to work with. We split you up into groups, and you get to work with your group members and learn to perform with others and take what you've just learned and apply it immediately. So
it's a whole different concept. It's something that when we say new and innovative, we wanted to break the mold. We wanted to go out and do things different because
yeah,
since Gordon Bailey and the late great Gordon Bailey used to like to joke a lot about how many schools had been formed since he started Set Bobs. And it was phenomenal how many people come along after, because you went along for years and didn't really have any new schools. You had C.W. Howard, and you had Susan Mesco in Denver, and you had Tim Conahan, but you didn't really have a whole lot of new schools. Northern Lights, came along, and that was really the last big super school that had came along in some time. And once Gordon started Sat Bobs, it was like a whole flood of people got into the teaching side of things. Your conventions and your uh, different large gatherings started doing breakout sessions and workshops, and so it's snowball from there. But we didn't want to just do what everybody else had done. We wanted to take what the best of Santa Nana, Holiday University, the best of Sat Bobs, bring those together and completely break the mold.
yep.
And so we've been very, very pleased at the model that we built and what has come transpired to come out of that so far.
Yep. It looks like
Okay,
you're having difficulties with the second movie, Bob.
are they?
They are.
Let me put this to you. I got that off Good Housekeeping Seals. Goodhousekeeping.com holidays Christmas ideas. So that's where both of those questions came off of and
I,
answers.
I will also give them the hint that both movies came from the same year.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. All right. Well, they can work on it a little bit longer. We got more show left here to do. Let's go ahead and mention School of Santa's 2025, Branson, Missouri, on July 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th,
Yep.
with keynote instructor the great Lee Andrews is going to be the keynote instructor. Of course, SOS has a whole host of instructors. They change from year to year. Format content changes from year to year. So that's why that has become a destination with the shows. This year, Spangle just announced that we will be going to before the school starts. He's got a couple of. He always tries to well, every night that you're there. So even though school doesn't start till Thursday, most of us get there on Monday. That's part of the team, and then most arrivals attendees start arriving Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday nights, he has decided that as a group. Now this is on your own ticket. Uh, the Dolly Parton Stampede dinner and show for Tuesday night, and Wednesday night they've got the new production David at the Sight and Sound Theater, and that's another great one that everyone should go see while they're there. But those are the two events that he's put together so far for the Tuesday and Wednesday night prior to the school starting.
Excellent, excellent.
All right, let's talk about the show tomorrow night a little bit, Phineas. I mentioned it. You want to go ahead and grab it again?
Yep. So tomorrow, March 4th, 2025, Tuesday Night Live will be featuring Santa Claus Hall of Fame inductee Jeff McMullen. Jeff McMullen is a wonderful Santa based out of Wisconsin, and he is also a former Ringling Brothers clown, and he has plenty of years experience as a public speaker and presenter, and he's a wonderful educator as well. And he will be bringing vocal and voice coach Tiffany von Boxstall with him as well. So it's going to be quite a action-packed evening of time with Jeff and with the vocal coach Tiffany as well.
Yes, it will. And of course, Jeff owns Kringle University, another great learning experience for those who are out there. Tomorrow night, we will cover a couple of events that he's got going on for this next year and or for this year.
Yep, actually, Kringle University starts tonight at 7 p.m. Central, so I'm not sure if he's got room or not, but you might want to reach out to Jeff if you're looking for something to do on Monday nights.
Yes, absolutely. What else was I going to say? Oh, and he's also got the Santa's Cottage, which we covered in our Tuesday Night Live segment when he was on last. So,
yep.
Which is a Santa experience for children to come to a little small, I say small Santa's grotto, I guess you'd call it. Would that be a better?
Santa's cottage kind of thing.
Cottage,
and
yeah.
It's a lovely venue where he can have quiet one-on-one time with the family and just without all the hubbub of the shopping malls or the big corporate events around you. And if anybody has met Jeff, he's a very quiet and very personable person. It's a perfect venue for someone with his skill set and his ability. So
definitely. All right, catch that tomorrow night. That's going to be a great one. Be the season debut for the Tuesday Night Live show. All right, are we ready to get into this next segment with Phineas?
I guess so.
All right, let's do the lead in, and you will have the floor when we come back.
So for this week's Digging Deeper with Phineas, I'm following through with my question about what you're doing in the new year and if you've made any New Year's resolutions. And I'm going to talk about how I implement my New Year's resolutions for each year. So when I am finished an event, my Santa David knows that I carry a book with me everywhere I go. And I will often be furiously writing in this book, particularly on days where I've got more than one event, because each event I will write little notes about the event, how many families were there, what were the age groups. And then I will also write on what worked, what didn't work, what really clicked and made me go, aha, that was kind of interesting and new. Because what I do at the end of each year is I take a look at that notebook and I look back and see any trends, see what worked, what generally didn't work. And if it didn't work, I can remove that from next year's work. If something really worked and there was a really interesting part of our story during our storytelling that really clicked, or something that moved the story ahead, I wanted to make sure that we remembered what part of that story was. So many of you have heard the hippopotamus story and Dubuque, Iowa. And that was something that just came out of an improv session that Santa and Phineas were doing. And it was something that just really, really worked. So it became a regular part of our show and a part of our history and backstory. So we view each year as building on our history and backstory. So if we find something that worked, Rudolph having a cold and a stuffy nose and his nose not glowing. This year we added that we've added the Reindeer Wellness Center, which is a more holistic reindeer type veterinary clinic and wellness center. And so we look at what works and we carry it forward to the next year. We look at what doesn't work and we will, as I put it, retire it. And so that is what happens, is when we do that, we're able to continue to grow, we're able to continue to build on our backstory, and we're able to continue the magic. Because if we have repeat clients and repeat customers next year, we have the children that are going to try to catch us, oh, how is Rudolph's nose this year? Or are you still not bringing pets? Have you not changed your mind about hippopotamuses? And the children will try to catch us on that. So that is what I do. And I highly recommend you just keep a really quick diary. It's like this event, this number of families, this number of people. We told this story, this worked, this didn't work. And then, so we've got something to build upon next year. When we do virtual visits, I actually keep a database of all the virtual visits. So we know the children's names, their ages, the stories, what they got last year, whole 9 yards. But it's just a way to continue to begin bringing the magic. And with that, I've been able to prepare myself for the coming year. So this past year, I learned that a particular part of our story time is not working anymore. I guess due to the nature of the way the world is. So we will be retiring that chunk of our story and filling it in with something new and different. So that is how you continue to build a believable character, a believable backstory, and continue to participate as a performer and work with others. So hoping that helps. But I do recommend carry a book with you. Write notes at the end of each gig, particularly on days where you've got multiple gigs, especially with families that you know you're going to be seeing next year or corporate events that you see next year as well. Thank you.
Nice touch. I love the attention to detail that the book matches your shirt.
All it is a leather book cover with a moleskin book in it, and again, every little bit helps to create a believable character. So
yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that's something that we'll talk more about here in the coming weeks. Phineas and I had talked about building your character and character development and that sort of thing, which it goes back again to a conversation he and I had in San Antonio as they were performing for Cornerstone. So, fantastic job, Phineas. Great tips. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's roll out of that and roll right into our trivia answers. We do have winner,
we do.
a winner. So you want to go ahead and read those questions and answers, Phineas, and then we'll tell the folks who won it.
So there were two movies that we were looking for and their years based on the quotes. And the first quote was, "Christmas is not about candy canes or lights all aglow. It's the hearts that we touch and the care that we show." And that comes from Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas in 1999. The second quote that we have is, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody believed in everybody?" And that one's a deep cut. That came from one of the earliest Hallmark Christmas movies, A Season for Miracles in 1999.
Correct. I knew that second one was going to be a little bit tougher than the first one, but again, being Hallmark, not everyone has Hallmark Channel, although I think more people do now than ever. But uh, those Hallmark movies are always kind of one that I'm hesitant to use, but we threw it in there anyway, mainly because it was both released in 1999, just to show the difference in what was out there. And our winner is Kane
Yes.
Smith. So Kane will get. I think I've still got your information. If not, why don't you drop it to me in a PM, your mailing address, just in case it's changed or if it's the same. That way I don't have to go dig for it, and we'll get that over to Wade at Santa's Closet. Get your care package on the way, and your name will go in the hat for the NPC drawing for TNL Network Productions 2026 in San Antonio.
Congratulations, Kane.
Yeah, congratulations. And that, again, that source was goodhousekeeping.com holiday Christmas ideas under their title Christmas movie quotes. Okay, now then, we're going to jump into the lineup for this upcoming debut for all the shows. Don't forget to watch all the TNL Network Production 2025 list of shows. Our new season of shows, of course, started today here with Bob and Phineas. Tomorrow night, March 4th, TNL guest again is Jeff McMullen and Tiffany Von Boxtel. Followed on Wednesday night with Crinkle Time with the Crinkle Brothers, and that is March 5th. That is their debut. March 6th, which is Thursday night, we have Santa's Magical Fellowship Group with Santa Mel and a whole host of folks. Many of them here with us today.
Yes, indeed.
That fall over there for fellowship. And this year she's expanded the game portion. There's going to be games each week. It's going to be fun. And then we have some new shows that are going to be debuting. Thursday night, March 6th, Polar Opposites, excuse me, with Santa Jamie and Santa J Mac. This is where hot takes and cool perspectives collide. And that's a new show. The times are there on the right-hand side if you want to take a screenshot of that or whatever. Angela has put that up on the screen for everyone to see. March 13th, we'll be debuting Christmas Crossings with Santa Chris Terry, again at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. And April 10th, Sean White rolls out with the Claus Connect, Empowering the North Pole with Sean White. She's getting a little bit later start. She has other commitments, so her debut won't be until April 10th. Now, as far as the lineup over there on Santa's Magical Fellowship Group, you're going to have to just kind of tune in week to week because Polar Opposites will be on certain dates. Christmas Crossings with Chris Terry will be on certain dates, and then the Claus Connect will be on certain dates. So it's going to be a mix of those three shows following after the fellowship on Thursday nights. Tune in, kick up your heels, join in the fun for 2025, all powered by TNL Network Productions.
And I can just say that the Claus Connect with Sean White, she is definitely changing it up this year because she will be featuring experts on subjects that we as holiday performers need to know, not to mention highlighting new performers and people from the Christmas performance community who will be joining her throughout the season. So it's going to be a definite change from what she has been doing for the past season.
Yes. And that was a great rollout she had this last year. She got her feet wet. She found out what was working, what wasn't working, and over the off season has really gone to work. And you're going to have a fantastic expanded show this year, so you got to catch that one for sure.
Yep.
She's such a great teacher and so easy to learn from. Okay, any questions from anybody out there that we might have missed? I don't know if we.
Just a few comments, Ted Flynn saying that it should be trivia or internet research.
True, Ted. Very true. Very true. Deanna says, Phineas, in San Antonio, through the demos, you took the intimidation out of the word backstory and made it real and doable.
Thank you, Deanna.
Good point. Let's see, I don't see anything else on there. Fastest fingers win, Sue says. Yeah, this is true. Very true. All right, looks good. Santa Jamie is with us. We're looking forward to your and Santa J Mac's new show. Jamie, we had Jamie on. It was 2 years ago during Gatlinburg that our show live from Gatlinburg had Jamie, and of course that was the weekend that we lost Gordon Bailey, and it was a somber show. But I tell you what, Jamie and his wife and his sister came on gracefully, and we still ended up with a great show, despite the sadness that we all had. Okay, gosh, man, it's been fun, Phineas. Got to kind of get back in the groove of things here and get going. But it feels good to get our feet wet again. How was it for you for the first day?
It's great being back in the web studio again. I did have to change up the location. I was getting kind of tired of being out in the forest, so I came back into the reindeer barn. So it's a little bit warmer. So
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Just watch out for the fumes.
not too bad. I got a window right here, so.
All right, fantastic. Thanks everyone for joining us today on the debut of the Monday Bob and Phineas. We've got some 35 shows, I think, slated for this year between each one of us. The whole network production bunch platform got together and we decided to roll all out the same week and kind of make it easy for all of us and make it easier for you guys to be able to know what days we were going to be on. And again, we will post the last graphic that Angela had up with all the dates and times over on the TNL Facebook page. Where everyone can go over and see what's coming up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Angela, for always doing a fantastic job. Thanks, everyone, for participating. Let's see here. We got some stuff coming in real quick. Let me see what it is. Judith, part of our core team in San Antonio. Good job, everyone. Thanks, Angela, for your hard work. Parker says, big news. Aurora is going to open a second haunt this year. No one is calling Vi B.O.B. That's his character, Bob. Will still be at Aurora. He will stop in a few times. Laugh out loud. All right, fantastic.
Excellent.
All right, looks like the rest of it is thank yous and great jobs. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Thank you, Phineas. We will see you here in a day or two. We'll get together and put together next week's show.
Sounds good to me, Bob. Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you, Angela, and thank you, Randall, once again.
Yes, everybody keep Randy in their prayers again. Having the issues that he's having with his heart valve and all was kind of scary. And I know he's he can use the prayer. Please pray for him.
Yep.
All right. Thanks everyone. Great seeing you. We will see you next week and we will see you tomorrow night. Stop by and see us for Jeff McMullen and Tiffany Von Boxtel.
Have a good night, everybody.